Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got 3 replays in the Western Alliance Era 1 medium tank that is the last one in the line for Era 1 in this French Cold War line that's just come out, the AMX 30a. Now this AMX 30a has been pretty fun to play. I think it's a pretty damn solid tank. It's just like any of the other medium tanks at the top of the era, really, where it's got a bit of speed about it. I mean, the way I look at it, obviously, it's the French version of the Leopard, right? That's the whole point, is that sort of development phase where it's got pretty damn nice gun, it's got pretty good mobility, and it's got pretty decent DPM. And you just go about smashing the gun in consistently, pretty much. And that's what a lot of the top era 1 medium tanks are like in this era. And it's been a lot of fun to play. I think it's been pretty damn solid. I think overall, it's really nice. I think it's a different play, if you know what I mean. Like it's a complete break from what the line's already been, because the line has been the SHAR 25T with the autoloader, the SHAR 40T with an autoloader, and then you're with this tank with the single shot. It's completely different, and it's something that you definitely will be like, when you get to it. But it's a pretty damn nice tank. It has 2 guns. It has this stock gun that you're seeing here, this 100mm that is off of the SHAR 40T. And then you get the top gun, which is a 105 with 400 alpha. This gun has 300 alpha, like I say, 242 pen on the standard, 276 pen on the premium APCR. And again, it's a pretty damn nice gun. This is one of those tanks where I went, this top gun's really nice. But so was the stock gun. I really enjoyed the stock gun, and it's kind of one of those tanks where I think you can't go wrong with either. And again, it's another grind that when it's stock, it's perfectly fine, and you can have a lot of fun with it. And it's not I'm stock, I've got to play this thing stock. It's pretty fun to play. The only thing with this tank is that without that top engine, you play this whole grind, without the top engine. Because the top engine is after you finish the grind to the next tank, which is still such a frustrating thing that they do in Cold War, that they completely cook the last tank in the era, because they go, okay, what's something that's important to you in terms of a module on a tank? You know what? We'll basically make it, you have to grind the whole tank through, and you can't use it until you've unlocked the next tank. And then at that point you go, well, what's the point? Thanks for that. But yeah, you don't get the top engine on this tank until you unlock the next tank, which is kind of sad. But as you can see, the mobility without that top engine is still absolutely fantastic. I mean, if they were going to take one thing away from me for this tank, at least it wasn't the gun. The engine is fine. But the mobility is still sound, even without that top engine. And, we hit that 65 km/h top speed really easily. Well, actually 71 for me because I run the traction system. And you'll have a good time with this tank generally, with the mobility, and just keep flanking and using the DPM as much as you can with it. So in terms of a crew on this tank, it's pretty much the same as what I've run already in this era, just to help out things. And that is Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Silent Driving. I did that in the SHAR 25T replay. Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun. The 3 gun perks to make sure that the gun is as good as it humanly can be. Silent Driving to reduce the effect of driving on my camo by 55%, and the Camouflage Expertise just to make my camo that little bit better so that I can stay unspotted while I'm farming. Realistically, is that a crew that you're going to run all the time and you might want to change it out? Yeah, you probably might. You probably might say, screw the camouflage stuff, I'm going to run... That was a oh god moment, by the way. Yeah, you might just decide, screw the camo perks, I'm going to run clutch braking, I'm going to run rapid aim to make the turret traverse better. There's many things. I mean, I think rapid aim is definitely one that I would think would benefit this tank, because the turret traverse can be a little bit slow at times with the track traverse. So definitely making it so that you can turn the turret faster is something that I definitely would say that is possibly a good thing for the tank. But it's just a basis crew. It's down to you. I just couldn't bother to change the crew around, to be honest, when I was grinding through. And in terms of equipment, I run rammer, vertical stabilizers, and traction system, so the advanced loader, vertical stabilizers, and traction system. Traction system to be able to get myself up to 71 kilometers an hour top speed, which is fantastic. The vertical stabilizers to make this gun as good as humanly possible, and the loader to make myself have 10% better DPM. So we get a nice shot into that 165, and he sets us on fire. And unfortunately, we end up finishing that game as we get shut down. But we do finish the 3 kills, ace tanker, high caliber, Confederate, 1718 base XP, 7k damage, the 2k assistance as well. A really nice game for the stock tank, and that was the first game? I think that was the very first game I played in this tank. And yeah, we were very, very stock, and as you can see, stock, it's fine. It's really quite nice. The only thing you lack is alpha, pretty much. And even in that, you have 300 alpha, which isn't too bad. I say this whole grind, again, so far has been just pretty good. It's not been a chore. It's been pretty comfortable. You've just be able to play the tank and have fun with it. Which is how a good grind should be, right? But Era 1 so far, you know, for saying this is the end of the Era 1 grind, the Era 1 grind has been solid. It's been just a great fun thing to do. As long as you don't get Sharmageddon, you've been okay. So as you can see, we are fully upgraded. And this tank is kind of unique because it only has 2 rounds. No premium rounds, just a standard heat round and a standard HE round. So yes, this tank fires heat as standard, and that's because the AMX 30s did do that. The gun was designed to fire heat, and so the tanks fire heat, just like I explained with the 30B24 ad when that came out. The gun is designed in itself to fire the heat rounds, and that's its primary choice in terms of this gun. So this tank has only heat rounds, which we're not in Era 2, so that's not too bad. But it can be a bit annoying when you hit shots in people's sides and it just goes, no. No, mate, I'm okay. Because heat rounds can be absorbed by spaced armor, which can be frustrating. So you can, if you shoot someone in the side and it just says no pen, you're thinking, what? How did that not pen? It's probably because it got absorbed by the spaced armor. But you do have 400 alpha, well, 390 alpha. You can see the reload's not too bad. The gun handle is pretty damn good as well, which is nice. And this heat round is actually quite unique as well, because I think this is one of the highest pen guns in the era. Because you have 320 pen on your heat rounds, which means you are not having any problems penning anything you're going to shoot in this game, in Era 1. You're going to pen everything. 320 pen is phenomenal. And that is something that goes for it, definitely. Having 320 pen is beautiful. You won't struggle to pen anything you face, and you'll just butcher everything pretty much. As long as you don't hit spaced armor, you'll be okay. And in this second game, this is pretty much the average game I've had in the tank, and we are on Nebelburg. And on Nebelburg, I'm just trying to go around the back of their spawn, see if there's anyone camping up on top of this hill. If not, I'm going to go try and get behind the guys that are in the town and shoot them in the ass. And that's the hope and prayer. We're up to 2.8k damage with 2 kills so far. There is no one up on this hill, so we've wasted the expedition of driving this far around. And I'm just looking for shots now at these guys in the town. But unfortunately, they're just not quite in a position to shoot. Except for this SU-122-54, who is. So we're just going to start lobbing these heat rounds at this SU-122-54. And at range, you can tell that this thing does have slightly slower shell velocity than if you were firing anything else. Because it does have 1,000 meters a second shell velocity. Which isn't slow by any means. But you can just see it sort of distance. It does start to loop a little bit. And I was thinking, will this kill me? No? Okay, thank you. Thank you, physics. You didn't... I swear to God, the gravity in Cold War is so random that if I was to do that in some other tanks, I bet I'd just blow up. But sometimes it's like, nah, you know what? You're not going to blow up today. No. I'm not going to let you die from just falling. But yeah, we survived that climb down, and now we're in behind these tanks that were in the town. So we get a nice shot auto-aimed into the back of the T95E3. Just waiting for the reload to see if we can get another shot into this guy. But he gets rammed to death. Okay, he gets rammed and shut down. We get a shot into the Type 59, and we finish the game with a decent total for an average game. We finish with the epic victory, 4.2k damage, 3 kills, 109 assistance, the second class, and yeah, 1220 base XP. Again, a pretty decent game for it. That's probably the more average game I've had in the tank while fully upgraded. And we're on to the third and final replay of the video, and we're on to this map, which is right in front of my face, Great Wall. And we're on Great Wall. So I was going to go to the 1-2 line, and just as I'm driving, this is why you look at your map, kids. I looked at the map and went, oh, okay, everybody's gone the other way. I'm not going that way. Screw the 1-2. There's no point. And there may have only been 3 people. There may be 3 people that have gone down to the 1-2, but at the end of the day, there probably would have been 4 of us go down there, find the hole in my team, and then get blown up by 15 tanks. So what's the point? I've done that too many times. Screw it. We're going to go up on top of the hill and see if we can use this hill to shoot across at people along the F line, and then push down the 0 line. And the AMX 30a has the good mobility to do it. So, by the way, as you can see, that last game was fully upgraded. We had the top turret and everything. This game, as you can see, the turret is different. We actually have the stock turret. But we do have the top gun. And pretty much everything else is upgraded except for the engine. Because I still haven't unlocked the engine yet because I've unlocked the next tank. But it's another 18,000 XP to unlock. I won't stop griping about that. It still irks me that they do that. They go, oh yeah, so you've got to grind the tank for like 300k XP without being fully upgraded. Cool. Cheers. But anyway, I digress once again. We're on top of the hill. We see this Shah 25T. I keep calling it a 45T. Shah 25T. And unfortunately, the shell ends up looping. We're just going to try and get some shots now into these guys that are attacking the hill. We get one shot into the side of the 165. And now we've got this 46A1 that's a one shot. So we just end up securing the kill on him. And then we find this other 46A1. We track him and damage his ammo rack. He's not repaired it. I'm thinking, can I blow his ammo rack shooting him in the same spot? Yes! Yes, we can. Goodbye head of 46A1. And we ammo rack that guy. Beautiful things. And now we're going to just chase after this 165. It's like, hello, 165. And unfortunately, like I said earlier on, we might butcher everything. No, we bounced. We bounced our 320 heat pen off that 165. And just as I put around the corner, I get detected. I'm thinking there's something else down there. And there we go. It's the WZ-111. So we're just going to keep popping shots at these guys as we go. I decided to shoot the Shah 25T because, well, he's the pain in the ass if he can, you know, he has the mobility to get away. Unfortunately, we only tracked the Shah 25T in the side. That's where heat can be a pain in the ass because, you know, we shot him in the side and we could have penned that as well, but it just decided, no, I'm only tracking. We get a nice shot into the Shah 25T. He just gets beyond our ability to shoot him as well. So I decided, you know what, I could go around after this medium tank along the 8 line, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up onto the ridge up here at G8 and use their side of the ridge against them, if we can. But this 165 is still going after my friend, and he's destroying all the destructible cover, which is really, really friendly of him, because that means I can actually shoot him. So we're just going to keep the shots flying in on this dude, and we get a nice shot into the ass of the 165, sets him on fire, which is beautiful scenes, and we bounce off the top of his turret. So we didn't quite get the kill on that guy, but we're up to 3.8k damage, 211 assistance, and now we're getting up behind the guys that are in the middle. And we've got this Centurion 5-1. We get a nice shot through his upper plate there. He disappears, and I decide, you know what, T-54 spotted, let's get some shots into him. Again, another shot where if we weren't firing heat, we would have penned that because we got the shot straight into his drive wheel, but it only tracked him and didn't pen him, which is, again, where heat can be deeply frustrating. We're now getting shot and penned by that Centurion 5-1, but I ignore him a little bit because I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to shut down this T-54, put ourselves up to 5k damage. We're just looking to secure the kill against that Tyran 5SH, but couldn't quite get the shot into him. Now the M47 Patton has driven out, and I'm thinking, oh, god damn it, M47, why do you drive out now? But then it's like, oh god, the 5-1's looking at us. He's got the 20-pounder, which means he's firing very, very quickly. We slam another shot straight through that guy, though. Now the M47 has driven out. We get a shot through the back end of that guy, just waiting for the reload to go in because I want to try and get another one in, and we slap that into the back end. This 5-1 is coming for us. It's like, come on then, bro. Let's go. You were the gatekeeper, and now you're not the gatekeeper because we get a nice shot into the lower plate there of the 5-1. He ends up ramming us, which means that he's now a one-shot. And it's like, thank you very much. I wouldn't be able to kill him without him giving us that little love tap. But we managed to kill that guy. Luckily, the Shah 25T shot the dead wreck, which told me that there was a tank there, and we get the RBRT in to shut down that guy. We're up to 7k with 709 assistance, 5 kills, and I'm like, oh my god, don't die. Don't die, Centurion 5-1. I want my top gun, sir. Give me my top gun. So we're just going to YOLO in. And I'm thinking, do I shoot him now? You know what? No, I'm going to ram him and then shoot him. So, ram, shoot, top gun. Thank you. And we finished the game with 7.5k damage, the 6 kills, the victory, 709 assistance, good amount of credits as well. Ace tanker, top gun, high caliber, 1825 base XP, a really nice game for the AMX 30a, which again is an absolutely solid tank and a great way to end the era. The whole grind so far has been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun to play. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.